Yo, I'm gonna give you 5 tips on how you can take your mobile cinematography to the next level. Let's go. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Just Create. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Gabriel Say. I've been on the YouTube platform for about 10 years now with another channel. I decided to create this channel to give people the tools and everything to create their own platform. So whether that's YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, wherever, I'm gonna give you the tools there. I'm also gonna show some of my creations and then also some of my vlogs. So if that's the type of stuff that you're into, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like the videos, smash the ting, yeah? So mobile cinematography. First of all, let's just clear up what cinematography actually is, right? Because when I first started, I'd search cinematography or cinematic and I just kept getting the same thing. Let's get a definition. Filmmakers, including directors and producers, are responsible for deciding on the look and tone of the film. Cinematographers, however, make the filmmaker's vision a reality by actually filming the elements and ensuring each shot fits that vision. So from that definition, it's not a B-roll montage, which is what I thought it was for the longest time, like music and stuff. But no, cinematography is actually just getting the best shot to evoke the right emotion at the right time for the viewer. So tip number 1, build a rig. I'm not talking about those £100 rigs on Amazon. No, save your money. Go to the shop and spend £1 and get yourself a ruler. Let me explain. Have you ever been filming with your phone and you're like, and it just feels so awkward to hold, and then the shots come out shaky and stuff because there's not enough of a base. So I had the wild idea, why don't I just sellotape a 30cm ruler to the back of my case, and it gives me a rig the same as what they use in the movies, kind of. But it gives you a more solid base so you can move a lot easier without being like, oh. And then number 2, lock the exposure and the focus. I literally didn't learn this till like a year ago. Have you ever recorded a video where you set the phone up, you're like, yeah, that's a great shot, and then you move, then all of a sudden the light changes, the focus changes, and then it's dark here, light here, your face is blown up. It's like, why? Lock the focus and exposure. And it's so simple as well. Like, you just press and hold on the screen where you want it to focus, and it will lock everything so the lights don't change. Like, my blood. You can also adjust the exposure as well. So once you've locked it, you can slide it up and down to make it brighter or darker. Number 3 is frame rate. Have you ever seen those videos where someone's like, they've gone for slow-mo, they've slowed it down, but the footage is like all jittery and stuff? It's because the frame rate's wrong. They filmed it in 24 frames per second and then try to slow that down. The iPhone can shoot up to 240 frames per second, which means it's getting 240 little photos within a second. So you can slow that right down. If you're looking to do slow-mo, film it in 60 and above. 24 is for your standard stuff like this, so it gives the natural blur and stuff. But if you're looking to slow stuff down and you want it smooth, 60 and above. So when you take it into post-production, you can slow it down and it will flow and won't look like flipping RoboCop.
You are under arrest.
Number 4, lighting. Lighting. I feel like I probably should have started with this one because people don't give enough emphasis on this point. But cameras, the primary way that it works is by reacting to light. So why don't people talk about light enough? Every time I search cinematics or mobile phone cinematography, everyone's outside. Of course it's gonna be bright. No one talks about actual lighting. What if I want to shoot inside and then I've got this tungsten bulb hanging from the ceiling? That's not gonna cut it. Grab yourself some softboxes. I've still got mine from 5 years ago. They cost me like £30 off eBay, and make sure that your scene is lit properly. Like, try and use a 3-point lighting setup. That's gonna be a future video, so stick around for that. And make sure that it's lit properly, especially with mobile footage. And then number 5, finally, this is kind of like a 3-part in one, but it all falls under the same umbrella: composition, focal length, and angles. Composition is using the rule of thirds normally. So you'd frame a shot depending on what emotion you want to evoke or where you want people to be looking. You would set the person or the thing in the frame using the rule of thirds so it directs to that point. Little breakdown on the rule of thirds, but I feel it deserves its own video. You'll see it in your phone. you have the option to add the line, 2 lines across, 2 lines down. Where the points meet, if you place something on either the line or where the lines cross, that normally shifts people's attention to that point, and it's just more aesthetically pleasing using a whole bunch of scientific algorithms and stuff. And then focal length. Are you wide? Are you using a wide shot, ultra wide angle, or are you using a close-up shot? Both of these can tell 2 different stories using the same setup. Here's an example. Timmy is walking through the field. If I wanted to go for a wide shot, just showing the horizon, and he's running from this side of the frame to the other side of the frame, jogging, you'd be like, oh, Timmy's going on an adventure. If I wanted to change that though, I'd zoom in and I'd go really close up and add some movement and maybe go from like low looking up. He's still doing that same jog, but now it looks like, oh, Timmy's going on an adventure. See, 2 different shots from the same scene, but tells a different story, which leads into angles. Angles play a massive part. Say 2 people walk into a room, Jimmy and Fred. The shot on Jimmy is from low going up, so it shows dominance. Like, then the shot on Fred, is that what I called him? The shot on Fred is going from high to low, so it makes him small. Straight away, with no one even talking, you've already seen the dynamic between these 2 people. Regardless of their size or whatever, just from the camera angles, you know that he's the boss, he's the lackey, you know what I'm saying? And that is it. 5 ways to just take your mobile cinematography to the next stratosphere. So if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Oh, and leave a comment. Comments, I like reading comments, and I like answering.